Dear Future Enoch, I did an escape room with some friends over the weekend, and it's one of the best and hardest escape rooms in a city. And I can't share that much about it because that would ruin the fun. So for this video, I'm gonna have to be incredibly vague and obtuse on purpose. I can't go into detail about the puzzles, I can't go into detail about the characters, I can't even reveal the name of the escape room that we did. You'll just have to figure it out yourself. What I can say, though, is that the escape room has live actors, and they're not background decoration either. You have to interact with the characters in order to complete the room. You are introduced to a good guy character who tells you that the bad guy character, who is locked up at the start, is not to be trusted. But as you progress throughout the game, the good guy character starts to become more like a bad guy, and the bad guy character starts to become more helpful. These clues are very subtle, and you kinda don't really know who to trust. At one point, you have to free the bad guy from his cell in order to complete the room. And we had a group member who stalled for 5 minutes because they weren't sure about whether or not that was the right thing to do. You know, I think we would have completed that room had that stalling not happened because we were on the last puzzle when we ran out of time. That is all I'll say about the escape room. Hope I didn't give too much away. I really like the plot twist though. It sort of forces you to think, to use a cliche term, no, I'm not going to say that. How should I say it instead? Be open to the fact that things aren't always what you expect. Which is basically life in a nutshell. There's no playbook to life, things don't always make sense, and proverbs often fall flat. Sometimes you have to unlock the brig and let the prisoners out. I'm not saying you should always live life like this. Just that sometimes you have to live life like that. I love how poetic this escape room became. And while I'm still kind of mad that we lost, the fact that we got as far as we did, and the fact that the escape room has a 10% success rate, I think that's an accomplishment already. Like I said, it was one of the hardest escape rooms in a city. That's all I can say. Can't spoil the fun. Future Enoch, I'll see you next week.